is Barbara Mitchell, and I'm a professor of sociology and gerontology, and I teach Gerontology 408, Families Over the Life course. And this course is designed to present a contemporary overview of many important issues that are facing families today. So why are we interested in studying aging families? Well, there's a lot of important demographic shifts that have occurred to create population aging. Right now, we have about 15% of Canadians over the age of 65, but this is expected to grow to about 1 out of 4 Canadians by 2030. We also know that we have about a third of our Canadian population that's part of the baby boomer generation. And so these are people born between about 1946 and 1964. And so many of these individuals are looking forward or facing or entering into a time when their needs may be very different than younger Canadians. So why study families? Well, families are a basic fundamental institution of society, and when we ask people what matters to you most or what do you value, families always come at the top of the list. But we also know that families are highly diverse, and Metro Vancouver is the perfect example of that. We're an extremely multicultural kind of society. People have different ethnic backgrounds, and they may have different availability with respect to family members. And we know that aging can really play out differently depending upon cultural and social context. So there's quite a number of different areas that I like to cover in this particular course. And so we usually start with theory and conceptualization, and I adopt a life course multidisciplinary kind of perspective. And we examine a number of different substantive topic areas that again have high relevancy to many Canadians. So for example, we generally start off thinking about midlife families, and so many students, for example, because of high housing in Vancouver, are still living at home with their parents. And so we have these midlife, later life parents who are also thinking about transitioning into retirement and maybe providing care for their elderly parents. Caregiving is a really big topic area in this particular course, and so we'll cover topics like dementia and institutionalization of family members who may be experiencing that, and other aspects related to caregiving might involve issues of dependency and vulnerability, so elder abuse and neglect is a big topic area, and also other areas such as thinking about gender and sexuality and intimacy, dating, remarriage. There's a number of different relationship changes that can also occur as we get older, widowhood, for example. I'm also very much interested in the role of other family relationships. So thinking about siblings and grandparents. Lots of grandparents are taking care of their grandchildren, spending a lot of time providing those kinds of supports to their family members. We're also very much interested in examining, again, issues related to how we can improve services at the local community level. So, for example, thinking on more of an applied level. So while we're very much interested in scholarly research and theory and so on, in gerontology we're particularly interested in how can we improve our community services and programs to better meet the needs of seniors, for example, seniors who may be new to the area. They may be recent immigrants and may have language difficulties. They may be cut off from their families. They may be socially isolated. Similarly, a lot of these issues have relevancy for social policy at the municipal, provincial, and federal level. So thinking about health care, thinking about housing, thinking about labor force issues with respect to, again, retirement and people maybe having to go back into the paid labor force because of economic circumstance. So I think one of the things I really like to emphasize in this course is the importance of critical self-reflection. So trying to connect a lot of these larger public issues to our own personal lives, because most of these issues are going to have some relevancy to all of us, and if not now, perhaps in the future. So I think it's a great opportunity for students to be able to think about families in ways that resonate not only with their own personal lives, but with the lives of the families around them. And so hopefully through that, students will gain a greater appreciation for the importance of gerontology, which I think really offers students a lot of important skills and a knowledge base that's transferable to many different areas, and particularly against the backdrop of rapid population aging.